Good morning, New Life. We are day 9 of reading through Proverbs, Psalms, and Matthew. Yesterday, we celebrated the beginning of Passover. As we're getting ready to head in for Easter, I want to take you to Matthew chapter 9 and go through a few different things this morning. Matthew 9 is packed with miracles and instruction. Within the single chapter, we see a paralyzed man healed, the calling of Matthew. We see questions answered about fasting. We see a girl raised from the dead, a woman that is healed from 12 years of bleeding. We also see the touch of God on the blind and the mute man. We also see Jesus talking about how there are not enough workers to reach out for the great harvest that he has in store for us. And so I want to focus this morning on verses 9 through 13, the calling of Matthew. So Matthew was a tax collector. He's also known as Levi. Tax collectors would have not been known as people honored by their Jewish brethren. These would have been Jewish people who worked for Rome collecting taxes. They were not looked in high regard. Jesus is walking and sees Matthew and says, "Hey, come and follow me." That becomes the point of decision. All of us have to make a decision at some point to come and follow Jesus. And Matthew did. That night he throws a giant party. This is not a small party, but it's a big party. Jesus had no problem walking right into Matthew's house and being there with what was called sinners and tax collectors. People would have looked down on tax collectors and also on what the religious people of the day called sinners. The Pharisees stood outside the house. They looked in at Jesus' and disciples and they said, "Why does your teacher sit with tax collectors and sinners?" I want to say that we're all sinners and that Jesus has asked us not to be the religious people standing on the outside looking in, but we would be the people that are in the inside, loving everybody and sharing the good news of Jesus. As Jesus walks through these different verses, the Pharisees asked that question, and Jesus' response was, "It's not the sick who need a doctor, but it's the healthy." What he was saying is, you think you don't need a doctor, but these people know they do. I pray as we go into this Holy Week and to Easter Sunday that we all recognize that we need a Savior that is merciful. I pray favor and blessing on you guys all. We will see you Thursday night from the prayer room, and we'll see you Sunday for Easter. Love you guys so much. Have a great day.